Hi guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today we're going to talk about Read Your Body, the Read Your Body app. I've tried out a few charting tracking apps in my day and I used Kindara for the longest time. I kept seeing Read Your Body pop up, people talking about it, people raving about it. Right before I had Lincoln, I invested in a Tempdrop for those postpartum temperature taking times. I still, now that he, for the most part, I mean, the boys wake up occasionally throughout the night, especially when we come back from a trip, but for the most part, they sleep through the night, but I still it's so convenient, the Tempdrop. And if you don't have, there's only certain charting apps that the Tempdrop syncs with, and that was kind of, I was like, what's the harm? It's kind of my job to try these things out. So I got the yearly subscription of the Read Your Body app and I've been using it. So I have been using it for, I don't know how long, 6 months, 4 months, something like that. And I really like it. And I'm going to take you through it today. With Tempdrop, you still have to sync it with the Tempdrop app. So I literally, the only thing I use with the Tempdrop, I don't put any other information in other than I just get on, click the sync Tempdrop and sync it. This will take a minute. I should have already done this. So she's syncing. I just had to replace the battery in my Tempdrop, and they're button batteries, and I hate having button batteries in the house. And I made sure they are in a place that the boys could not get to them, because that absolutely terrifies me, one of them swallowing a button battery. I have just heard such good things about Read Your Body because it is a paid app versus I just always use the free version of Kindara. The yearly subscription of Read Your Body is $15, $14.99, and in the grand scheme of things, I've spent $15 on much weirder, more random things. I just bought a back posture corrector brace thing that you wear for 15 to 30 minutes a day, and that was $20. So it's okay, charting is very important to you. It is your job, so you can spend the $14.99 and get the app, Victoria. Okay, so it has loaded my most recent temperatures in here, and so I can just pop over to the Read Your Body app, click on that, and at the top it says pull data from Tempdrop, and all you have to do is click that and it goes beep doop and it says successfully pulled it, and that's all you have to do. Before with Kindara, I would have to manually go between the two, put it in, which isn't the end of the world, but also I'm lazy and I don't have time for that. So then it just has your temperatures in, and you can see I only have a couple because I didn't have a battery for a couple days. So let's talk through the layout real quick of the Read Your Body. So at the top, it just has, the date, what day of your cycle it is, what cycle it is for you, that stuff. And then the first kind of section, the first little square you see here is your temperature. And so you can pull it from Tempdrop. You can manually put it in if you just have a digital basal body thermometer. Obviously pulled my data in there, and then it has disturbed and interpretation. So disturbed would be if you had a really bad night of sleep and you're taking it with a normal basal body thermometer, or if you drink, or if you're sick, or if there's a reason that your temperature would be really wonky. Illness is a good one. So if you're running a fever, click the disturbed one. Yeah, it kind of ghosts it out, so it's not included. And then your interpretation, so you can say temporize starts today, temporize is confirmed. So when you see your temperature spike right after ovulation, that's when you click temporize, and then once you confirm it, you click the other one. And that's really nice because it just it helps with the charting as birth control. That's just really nice to have those visual things. The next little block section is fluid, and this is different than how Kindara is, and it took a little bit getting used to, because instead of the descriptors creamy, lotiony, egg white, it has bleeding, spotting, dry, non-peak, and peak. Obviously it's just slightly different. You say oh, I don't have to decide if it's creamy or lotiony. I just know it's non-peak fluid. So let's click that. Mine's non-peak. If it's obscured, so say there might be semen present or lube or whatever it may be, you can click the obscured thing. When you start your new cycle, that's where you click it. And usually if you click, oh, I'm bleeding today, it will ask you, oh, do you want to start a new cycle? And you can say yes or no. And then your interpretation, if there's a point of change, you can click that. But the ones I only really do are the peak day and you know, the count after the peak day. Next section is intimacy, unprotected, withdrawal, non-PIV, and other sensations. So vaginal sensation, whether you feel dry, moist, or wet that day. I'm feeling dry today because I just finished my period. I have a little notes section here. So I was taking LH tests and PDG tests the other day, this past cycle, for a sponsored video, and so I could put in here like, oh, positive LH test or positive PDG test. That's nice. I love when apps have a bunch of like custom things, like you can make it however you want. So this took a second to figure out what I wanted. So I have cramps, sleep quality, my mood, my energy level, if I did any sort of exercise, which I did some yoga, so I can put that in there. And then I also like to have any types of exercises, travel, acne, whether I pooped or not that day, TMI, headaches, hydration level, libido level, nausea. And so you can customize that completely. Like yours won't have that if you're new. So you can do whatever you want. One thing that's different, so you have to go to the chart, and then up in the top left-hand corner is a little tiny charting icon. And this is where you put in your cover line. That's the basic overview of it. My thoughts, I love how customizable is. You can customize your free Kindara as well. The big wins for me is I like that you can just pull it straight from Tempdrop. I like the people behind this one are very nice, lovely people. I like the interpretations of your temperature, so your cervical fluid, the peak day, count after peak day is complete. It was very easy to switch from Kindara to Read Your Body. I downloaded all of my data, cycle data, from Kindara, and then I was able to just upload that directly into Read Your Body. It's not like I'm starting fresh. I have all of my information from my past cycles in this app now. All in all, big fan of the Read Your Body app, and I've been really enjoying it. And I feel like it's very intuitive, especially if you've used other charting apps in the past, especially if you've used Kindara. In my opinion, I feel like it was really easy to figure it out coming from that. That's my video on Read Your Body. Love that it syncs with Tempdrop, and I will continue to use it because I plan on continuing to use Tempdrop. Don't mind my menstrual discs in the background. I just filmed a video on those. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Let me know down below if you've used the Read Your Body app. Tell me whether you like it or not, if there's any little tips or hacks with it that I'm missing, because I love learning that sort of stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!